Right, welcome to the Ministry on tour, and today we're at James's house. He's just busy, as you can see, look in the corner shot, he's changing his list to be more competitive against my list. Nah, he's not. Just letting him off. So today I'm going to run some Necrons, and I'm absolutely bricking it, because I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a combat Necron list as best I can, and you should see what James has got. It's not going to be a good day for the Necrons. If I win this, there's something definitely, the stars have aligned in a certain way.
It's my game.
The fair, or it could be terrible dice rolls, but anyway, I've got a brigade, a battalion, I just forgot everything, a battalion, an outrider detachment, and that's it. So I'll get 9 command points, but I have took an extra relic, so I'll drop the 8 in a second. So for the outrider, I've got a unit of 6 wraiths. One of them has got a pistol, the particle shredder, I think it's called, just for points. We're paying 1750. 2 lots of 3 scarabs, and they'll be led by the Cryptek down here, who's got a chronometron. And then the battalion, we've got a lord there, an overlord, who's got a scythe, a war scythe, and he's got the Veil of Darkness, the cloak, so you can do some disappear and reappear and shenanigans. And then we've got the Catacomb command barge there, and I've just noticed his weapon snapped off. So he's going to have the lightning field, is going to be his relic, which that's going to be an extra command point come off. And his warlord trait is, I think it's skin of gold metal or something like that. It's -1 to hit him, basically. And our chapter tactics is Nephrek. I might have got that wrong, maybe Novok or Nephrek. Pretty sure it's Nephrek, and it's basically just reroll hits in the first round of combat when you charge or if you're charged. So not very normal Necron-y, but we're going to be a bit different today anyway. We've got a unit of 5 Immortals down there, a unit of 5 Immortals down here, a unit of 16 Warriors here for points, and then where most of the points have gone, we've got 10 Lich Guard, as you see them with the blades, 10 Lich Guard with the shield and swords, unit of 3, they're going to be heavy destroyers, so they're not totally WYSIWYG because they don't have the long barrel guns. And that comes in, I think it's 2 or 3 points under, and that's due to taking a pistol on one of these guys. Nowhere else I could really spend the points. And that's it, yeah. So we're going to knock down to 8 command points. And we'll take a look at James's army, which should absolutely muller me today. Right, so here's James's dirty list. As we can see, he's got some unpainted minis there, but we're going to forgive him today because he's just got them. He's super excited. I don't want to forgive him because they're going to be horrible against my list, I think. So Iron Hands today, do you see you going back to your roots? Back to the Sons of Medusa? Yeah, nice, good. Right, it's the way it should be. Having green ultramarines is never good, is it?
Not changing again.
No, right. So I think he's got a Phobos captain who's going to be upgraded to a chapter master with Storm of Fire, he's telling us, for his warlord trait. Yeah. We've got the Phobos librarian. I think he's still deciding on his powers. He's trying to figure out what would be best. Probably Tenebrous Curse and something else. Got a unit of infiltrators and infiltrators, a unit of basic intercessors with the bolt rifles.
Yes.
Have they got a grenade upgrade?
One.
Yeah, grenade upgrade. And the sergeant, any extra weapons on him? Chainsword?
No.
Yeah, he's got a chainsword yet.
Yeah, that's what Battle Scribe still hasn't updated that bit.
Right, well, he's got a chainsword.
I've still got 10 points to play with, but I haven't.
You can give him Thunderhammers now.
And Power Fist.
Power Fist. So you can give him a Power Fist if you want, or Chainsword's free. If you have the points, give him a Power Fist, it's 9 points.
Yeah, I've got 9 points, definitely.
Yeah, give him a Power Fist then, so he's got a Power Fist. Then we've got 3 of these fellas, the jumpy dudes with the auto cannons, a Repulsor, which is fully WYSIWYG. And then what they called again? The Repulsor Executioner, something like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
WYSIWYG as well, so the nice strength 10, -4 minimum D3, but D6 damage gun, very good. And then 3 Flamer, Dreadnought, not Dreadnoughts.
Invicta battle suits.
That's the one, Invictus. So they've got the heavy bolter pit, well that's so cool. Heavy bolter pistols, but they're not pistols unless they want them to be pistols. Missile racks on the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Grenade launchers, I think.
Yeah. Couple of grenade launchers, couple of heavy stubbers, I was going to say. I keep forgetting the names, is that what it is? And the 12-inch 2d6 shot heavy flamer. Very, very nice. And these guys as well, the sniper. So, James, you haven't gone the carbine on them, have you? They've all got rifles.
No, I'm going to run carbine.
Carbine, right. So he's got the carbine, so they can run away. Yeah, what I normally did for mine is I just swapped them out because I didn't use him as a captain. So I had him as the sort of carbine dude last time, which gives it a bit of versatility. But that's cool. So James will be rocking 8 command points. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's... I can't remember off the top of my head if you're allowed 3 elites in a normal thingy. I think you are, but if you're not, I don't care. It's a friendly game. So Iron Hand chapter tactics will be good to see. Overwatching on 5s. Everything's going to have ignore wounds on 6, and the tanks and the dreads will get basically double our wounds for effectiveness in terms of like what our ballistic skill and attacks and stuff will be. So very, very good. Obviously, they don't have any additional strats or relics or anything like that. So relic wise, who's got what?
I'm sticking the new one, the Pergerator Spore pistol on the Phobos cap.
On the 4.
I got upgraded to the Chapter Master.
This guy, the Chapter Master. So you're going to spend, is it 3 CP still for Chapter Master?
For the relic.
No, to make him a Chapter Master, I think it's still 3 CP.
I've used the command points.
Yeah, so you're going to have 5 to start with then.
Yeah, that's a 12-inch pistol, 2 strength 5, negative 3 AP, 2 damage.
Yeah, nice, tasty. Tasty. Right, so as you can see, we'll do a quick overview. Don't even know what mission we're playing yet, we haven't rolled for it. So we're going to see what mission we do. Hopefully it's something the Necrons can achieve. Otherwise I'm going to bounce off all these flamers, and these guys are going to remain hidden at the edge of the battlefield somewhere, and I'm never going to get in touch with them. But right, let's get the mission rolled up, and we'll come back with a setup and see who goes first. Right, the armies are down. The Necrons went down second, so James will be deciding whether he wants to go first or second, and he's deployed very aggressively. Most of these units I could deploy just outside the 9 of my deployment zone have. So we've got some Wraiths down here, the Lord down here, the Shieldy dudes down here, Lich Guards, 2 units of Immortals down here, some Scarabs, and we've got the other Lich Guard here, and the Necron Warriors strung all the way out, so I've got options to go for that one, or that one, and at least get on an objective. And some little Scarabs here, and the Cryptek in the middle here, out of range and line of sight of the snipers, which is important. And then you'll probably see they're blending nicely to the grey, which is painted grey scenery. So we've got the Phobos Lieutenant down there with the Infiltrators and one of the Dreadnoughts. Got the other Dreadnought down here putting some pressure on, and the Eliminator in the bottom corner. The Snipers in a commander position up in the tower. Your Captain and just the 5 guys are in the Repulsor and the Captain's just behind. I can see him now. 5 more Eliminators here, and another Dread who is just out of range of his flamer of these, which is why they hug in the back line. And then the jumpy shooty dudes with the autocannons there. And like I said, there's the guys, they're in there, and as you can see, the Chapter Master, he is now, isn't he? So 4 pillars is the mission. We've got one here. As you'll see, there's one at the foot of that temple and one just down there. So you get a point for killing an enemy unit. You get a point if you hold more pillars than your opponent at the end of a battle round. That's it. Dead simple. No cards, no nothing like that. So James, would you like to go first or second?
First.
You would like to go first. Here's the thing. Do I want to seize the initiative? Hell yes, I want to try and seize the initiative. I want to try and kill a Dreadnought before they become a problem. So on a 6? No. So it's going to be Space Marines. Turn 1.
Stratagems ahead though, so we can just choose what you're going to... You know, when you don't know them.
I'll get the cards. I'll get the cards for the strats. I think it's going to be invaluable if you're running.
Do they come in the normal tactical ones, do they?
I think so now, new card set. But if you do an Iron Hand, you might want to wait for the Iron Hands cards.
I just bought the new set before they changed.
I know. Right, so we'll cover James' movement. He's on 6 CP because Chapter Master strat is 2 CP now, which he's telling me, which is even better. So this Dread's moved out. He is just out of range of this guy with his flamer. Obviously his stubber guns and heavy bolt will be in range. This guy's moved less than half his movement, so he's got some units in range. His 30-inch guns are just out of range here. I've obviously set up very defensively. This Dreadnought's ploughed forward. A couple of these guys have moved to give the Librarian space to move forward for his psychic powers to come off. Eliminators have stayed still. Those guys hopped out of the vehicle to be on the pillar down there, and the vehicle moved forward, Captain moved forward. Those guys just staying put for now. Yeah. And this Dread's popped round. He's just in range of these. Thought I'd measure carefully enough, but not carefully enough. So we're going into the psychic phase. The Necrons have no psychic defence. So
it's straightforward. Which ones are you? So which ones are these? They're the strength 7 ones, aren't they?
Down there's the guys with the blades here. They're strength 6 in combat, -3.
Oh, gosh, I could just have the set at the end and that would have made more sense.
It's closest visible, isn't it? So The guy in the doorway down there is showing his ugly face, so he's probably...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, he's probably...
So what are you doing, Smite or Tenebrous Curse? Okay. Well, we'll see if you cast it anyway, we'll measure it and see who's closest.
6, isn't it?
Yeah, so you're Tenebrous Cursing the sword guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lich God. Well, it definitely goes off, so they're cursed. I think it's a mortal wound as well.
Wound,
yeah.
Half everything.
Yeah, well, they get 2 wounds anyway, so...
And the smite.
And we'll do the Smite, yeah. So we're on a 5. It's a no cast. CP in it?
I'm going to command point it.
Yeah.
Well,
So is that another 1?
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
So we're down to 5 CP. One of these guys has took a mortal wound. We'll probably put it on the guy that's actually down here somewhere. I'll get a dice in a second. As we'll go into James's shooting phase, we'll let him measure up. See what he wants to shoot.
And it's +1 to the...
Yeah, so James is going to use the Hyper Fang round just because the only unit in range is the warrior, so he's going for... the Sergeant isn't shooting.
No.
So it's 2d3 shots.
2d3, so...
So 4 shots. And you'll normally be hitting on 3s because the Sergeant isn't shooting, hitting on 2s. So that's 3 hits, and it's strength 5, so you wound on 3s normally, 2s now, because he didn't help. So 3 wounds. There's no minus on this, so it'll be 3 4-ups. And I think that's 3 Necron warriors dead.
Oh my god, that was quite poor dice.
So what we're going to do, we'll go 1, 2, 3. For now, we'll leave them down like that, because I think there's a lot more shooting coming into this squad. So this guy's Flamer is out of range, but he's going with the Frag Storm, the Heavy Bolter, and the Iron Hail Heavy Stubbers into these as well. So we'll roll some dice, see how many wounds he gets. We'll do it off camera. So that Dread, a lot of fire, obviously -1 hit, took out. I don't remember how many died before. I think he took out another 3 guys with everything. So James is measuring up with his tank now. He wants to cause maximum damage. His little 30-inch gun should be out of range. He's got his big gun. I don't know who's going to waste that.
Which is the 30-inch one? The stubber?
36 for your Iron Hail Heavy Stubber. That should be in range.
Yeah, no, that I think they're all.
Right, so James has decided the big gun is going against my only big gun, the Destroyers, which is a good choice. And then all the 3 Heavy Stubbers, the Twin Heavy Bolter, the Gatling Cannon, everything's coming into this warrior unit.
Right, so the 3, the 4, the big gun coming at you.
So you're doing that first, yeah?
Heavy
so
4.
you did move.
Right, it's Power Machine Spirit.
Yeah, so it doesn't get any negatives. So you're hitting on 3s. That's a good start for me. That's 1 hit.
That's a nightmare. That's always.
I would like to have some models left alive.
First model new game. Oh.
It does wound though. It's strength 10.
Aye, so yeah, too.
It's strength 10. So we do get a 5-up invuln because of the Cryptek, which we don't make.
And D6 damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to let you take a D6 damage. I think is 1. I'm happy with that. You haven't CP'd the shooting phase, or you CP'ing that?
CP that.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. For 3. So that's a dead destroyer. So we'll get rid of maybe that one.
I'm down to 4, 5, 4 now.
Yeah. So that's good shooting from there.
Right.
Moving along swiftly. If I've got any models left alive here, I'll be lucky.
Uh,
No, yeah, we're going to do all the guns into these guys off camera because he's got 12 shots, 6 heavy bolter shots, and 9
11, 12. Here's the 12.
stubber shots.
12 done.
He's done. You can see there's not many of these guys left, dropping like flies now. This still hasn't fired, these still haven't fired, so basically these are probably going to be dead barring any some sort of miracle.
Right, so I've got the...
We've actually had to take away from the Cryptek as well because if I do stay in coherency, I need to be next to this.
Hold on, I'm just wondering where I don't need to throw many then. Yeah.
Right, so this guy's gonna put his stubbers and grenades into these guys, or was it stubbers heavy bolter?
Stubbers heavy.
What, at the back?
Yeah.
No, it was the rocket and heavy bolter into those.
Rocket heavy bolter, and then the flamer and stubbers into these guys.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Right, so what do the guys got? So the frag storm grenade, D6.
1 this time.
Oh.
So it does wound. 6-up save. Nope, took a wound.
Heavy bolter.
He's got 1 hit.
Oh, my dice have turned.
3's to wound. I haven't turned that much right. That's another wound because I don't get any save.
Right.
So I'll tell you, let's mark these wounds up while you're rolling for the dice. You may as well start with a flamer.
Yeah.
2d6 auto hits with a flamer.
That's a bit better.
So what is it?
5.
It's 2d6, isn't it?
2d6.
Oh, it is, sorry. Isn't
Okay,
it?
so it's going to get even better for you. There you go, 11.
Yeah.
They're dead. So it's a wound roll. That's pretty epic. 6, was it? You don't need to roll a hit, you just roll the wound.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 6 wound, yeah, sorry. What the hell was it again?
6 wounds. At -1.
Yeah,
but it's -2 because it's a heavy gun.
Yeah,
yeah.
-1, yeah.
So these guys save on 6s now because they're out of range of the Cryptek. They're dead. That's a squad. So the other gun, go on. Right, moving around swiftly. It's a way to tackle the Necrons is basically kill them till they're definitely all gone and they don't come back. And that's going to hurt for the 4 pillars because they're one of my 3 troop units. James just measuring carefully here, he's sensing blood. He wants to kill as much stuff as he can. So this squad that moved, the front 2 can see these scarabs, so they're going to go down here. And the other 4 guys at the back are going to shoot down through the door. They can see through the windows, there's windows up here. They're going to shoot at these guys with the shields. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pay the stratagem points on these guys to up their shield to a 3 up invuln. And any saves of a 6, pop a mortal wound back to the unit that was shooting them for the phase. So if anything else shoots at them, hopefully I'll be pinging out mortal wounds left, right and centre back. Probably won't, but we'll see. Right, so we've got 2 hits on the scarab unit. You've got 1 wound, and I'll get a save of a 6. Nope, so that's the wounded unit gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, and these guys, the back 4 didn't move, so they'll be getting double shots that full rapid fire through their bolt of doctrine or bolt of discipline. That's pretty good. They'll be wounded on 5s because I'm toughness 5.
Just 1.
Just 1. You didn't get any 6s to hit either, did you? Because they would have been auto wounded. So we get a save anyway with the armour or the shield, but not a ping back because the invuln goes to a 3 up for this phase. So what's next? So the intercessor there, they're going to shoot, but they did move, so they'll be single shots. Are you doing one of the grenades? Because the grenade strength 6, it'll wound on a 3, could kill one.
Because that's 30 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, same. Yeah. You definitely want to do a crack grenade.
Yeah, I'll do a grenade.
Because they're only single shot.
First, and then it'll be 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
No, you just want.
Oh, sorry, one shot. Sorry,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, and then the grenade. So grenade.
Yeah. Hits. It'll be wound on a 3.
No.
Doesn't wound. And these guys, you can reroll, because he's Chapmaster, you can reroll hits, so even failed or normal ones, which is a big difference now.
Twos.
Yeah, so reroll the 2s.
I could have done that with a grenade.
You didn't.
Oh, the grenade hit was the wound,
sorry. So four hits, wound on 5s.
Sorry.
It's alright, you just get a bit extra. Oh, that's a good wound roll, that's 3 wounds.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 ups. Actually, I'm in cover, so it'll be 2 ups for that armour, back up to 3 ups. But I'm looking for some 6s on the shields. Oh, look at that.
No.
Well, I failed 2. You know what? I'm going to take it because 1's on a wound anyway. So even if I pass 1, I still lose 1. Or should I CP it? I don't think I've CP'd this phase yet, have I?
Nope.
I'm going to CP one of those 1s.
No, I thought you put the shield thing on them.
Aye, that's a strat, not a
Oh,
reroll.
so
I passed 1, so I took 1 wound, so that wounded 1 is dead. And I'm down to 5 CP.
So 6
Right,
shots.
so what they're called again?
Was it 1 shot, 6 shot? Oh, 2
The
shots,
jumpy, not jumpy normal dudes, not inceptors, I can't even remember what they're called. Anyway, yeah, 2 shots each with the auto cannons coming in against these guys.
1 and it's 2 damage.
No, it's 2. 2 shots each. An auto cannon, 2 damage.
Yeah.
Right, suppressors, yeah. We're just forgetting the names of everything. Right, so the suppressors, you've got 6 shots.
6, yeah.
I think they're out of range of the Chapter Master, but they'll be hitting on 3s, so they haven't moved. That's 4 hits. They'll be wounding on 3s. That's 1 wound. It would be -1 in cover, so I'll be back up to a 3. 3 up invuln.
Oh, these are negative.
Yeah.
2 AP.
Oh no, it's heavy, isn't it? But he's passed on his invuln.
3 altogether.
Yeah, passed on his invuln, so it would be... Yeah, sorry, it's normal -2, isn't it? There's a bit better than auto cannon. -3. So anyway, invuln's passed, doesn't bounce any wounds back. Moving swiftly on. So everything over this side is now fired. We're pretty much down to these units here. Right, so these guys, I'm going to rapid fire down here because they didn't move. So 10 shots hitting on 3s. Right, you've got 1 auto wound there with a 6, so you can take that away. And then 4 will be wounding on 5s. So that's 1 more wound.
Yeah.
So 2 wounds, so 2 ups. Because there's no negatives on these guys yet. Right, so there's a 6, so that unit's took a mortal wound. And I've passed both saves. That's the first 6 of the phase. That cost me, no, he's alive, he's just to get 2 wounds on it.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
So that's cost me 2 CP to put a wound on your guy so far. So,
right.
I'll let you have a think of what else you want to do. Right, so the Repulsor, who is in range of the Chapter Master, is going to chuck his las cannons down at the wraiths, and his small arms, all the rest of the guns that are in range, which should be pretty much everything anyway, are going to go against the Lich Guard. There's a bucket load of dice. Do your las cannons on camera, and we'll get the rest off camera. So it's 3s, and you're re-rolling hit dice because of the Chapter Master. Right, so he's hit twice, wound on 3s. He's got 2 wounds, 2 3-up inruns, drop 1, so he's got d6 damage. I should have kept the roll here, just 2. That's good. It keeps a wraith alive. Right, so pretty abysmal save roll again there, saving on 3s. We dropped 4, so 2 guys have died, but we did put a mortal wound back on the tank. That was just the chain guns, there's all the storm bolters and everything to come as well, so we'll see how they fare.
Dread again.
Right, so James managed to knock down, we've seen the 2. All the small arms haven't done anything else. I think I put another wound or 2 back onto the tank, mortal wound. So just the Dread left to decide where he's going. Yeah, all guns. I tell you what, roll your 2d6 flamers, and then we'll do all the rest off camera. So 5 flamer hits this time. These will wound on 4s. So 2. Again, the AP minus would be -2 because it's heavy, so I'd be on a 2 up on my back roll 4, but the invuln shield is a 3 for this phase. I've rolled 3 dice. Oh. Right, I'll take a wound. I don't know which dice I rolled. I dropped 3. 1's wounded. We'll do the rest of the small arms fire and see what we get. Thank the Lord for mercy, that is the end of the shooting phase. We managed to pass the rest of our armour saves, didn't fire any mortal wounds back to the Dreadnought, which would have been a nice little bonus. Right, charge phase. There's a dead zone here. Oh, these guys are still here.
There's no way I can get
But I think it looks like it's probably just the Dread.
What's he to get in? 9-ish.
Looks like,
Can't see.
yeah, 9.
Fine.
9 inches for the Dread, which is...
They just because they haven't got Overwatch.
I haven't got no Overwatch, you may as well give it a shot.
Yeah.
You going to go for it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's in. Clonker. I'm guessing you want to move a little bit more this way as well, so I'll
Yeah.
put you the 10 inches there, yeah. Right, this guy, he's got lots of options. Lots of options, because if they were in range of his stuff, he should be within charge range, so who does he want to barrel into? It's a 12-inch charge, though. Do-doon. He'll not be able to get through the gap, because Dreads can't go over walls, which is why I put the shield dude there, bait them in.
That's pointless charging.
Well, look, it's not, because they've got no guns. He has a tip. Oh, actually, I've got a pistol. I've got a strength 6 pistol on one of them.
The 12, it's sort of 12. That's 12 isn't going to do it.
Yeah, but I can't shoot you back, so you can nominate them as a target, and if you get 12 by some miracle, you can barrel into them if you want. If you don't, you go into one of the other closer units that you pick, because they've got no Overwatch. But you can't. You can declare them, but you can't physically get in yet. They've got no Overwatch. They do. They don't. Well, our pistol isn't going to do anything. I'll let you have a think. Right, James is 12 inches away from these. He's going to declare these. He's also declaring these. These are his main targets. Obviously, they're stopping him getting through at the minute. But he's also going to declare the Immortals. So I've got a strat where I get like 25 strength 9 auto hits. No, I'm just kidding. I've got Nout. So he's going to declare basically all this front screen and see what he gets. So 2d6, he needs a 7 to get to the front guys. He gets a 6. Now, you haven't spent a CP in the charge phase.
I'm going to have to, aren't I?
You don't have to.
Well, yeah. I kind of need to tie them up.
Okie dokie. He's in. So 8 inches will get him right in there where he wants to be. Right. So now, what are you down to on CP3?
Yeah.
You got to decide where you want to start. And it's a foregone conclusion down here pretty much, but we'll see what he wants to do. Right, he's going to start down here. So he's got 4 attacks base plus 1 for shock assault now, because he charged. So he's got 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s. It's not a good roll. Well, it's okay. 3 hits. He's probably strength more than 10, so it'll be 2s to wound.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's strength 7 base, so 2s to wound. That's 3 wounds. That's pretty good. But we've got 3 4-up inruns. I need to make some of these. I make 2. So it's flat 3 damage, isn't it? So it kills the wounded guy. We'll take him off, so that's 4 of them dead this turn. I'm assuming James is going to pile in and tag the other unit and stay within an inch of both the units that you declared as a charger. Yeah. So you tie these so they can't shoot.
Yeah.
Right, and then obviously I'm not going to pay to interrupt, so you can attack down here. Because I've got 5 CP left, I don't really want to be wasting any of those. That's even better, 2 hits.
For who?
2's the wound. I need a 1 here, would be nice. So 2 wounds, minus 1,000,000, flat 3 damage, they're dead. Kills both bases. Pretty good. Right, I'm going to do some pilings and stuff down here and we'll do some attacks back. What do you want to do? Right, so we're going to pile in first with the scarabs. So we're going to spend a CP to auto self-destruct on and not that. So we're going to have to spend another CP. Right, so we'll do self-destruct. I'm down to 3 CP now. For D3 mortal wounds, for 2 mortal wounds on the Dread. So we'll knock some wounds off him. We just remember he's iron hands, so we'll do it on your tanks as well. So 2 6-ups on this guy, on the Dread. Basically makes everything venerable.
1.
So he's got 1 back, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's took 1 wound. You've got a 6-up on this guy. No, and then you got, was it 2 on the tank?
Which one?
Your tank down here, which took some mortal wounds from the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 6-ups on the tank. No. So the Dreadnought just takes 1 from the blowing up scarabs.
Oh.
So, seeing that these guys have done nothing, these guys have now piled in, there's 4 of them can attack. So, we're hitting on 3s. Oh, that's pretty poor. What toughness are you?
6.
Yeah, 1 less than...
4s, so 4's to wound. That's not bad, we've got 3 wounds. I was going to spend the point on the strat, which would have given us 5 wounds. Minus 3 on your save. 3, just 3. I thought there's no points, I need to save my CP, but it was probably worth it there. Yeah, so it's took 3 damage, but it's iron hands.
Yeah.
So 3 lots. Oh yeah, so it's took another 2, it's holding in there. And that's the end of your turn. So at the end of this battle round, you're on one of the pillars with the troops unit. You have killed 2 units so far. Right, well these guys, I'm not going to spend any CP because our leadership's 10. If I roll a 6, I've lost 4, which would be 10, so they're going to be fine. And the scarabs have only lost 1 base, so everybody else is fine. So pretty devastating first turn from the Marines. Obviously I can't be getting any guys back up. We'll have some reanimation to do here, and we'll have a reanimation to do here. And then we'll come back after the Necrons have moved. So reanimation rolls were okay. We've got this guy back, the Destroyer, which is big. And we've got one of the Choppy Blade guys back, one of the Lich Guard. So the movement phase is done. The Immortals unit here, it's a bit dark under there. They sort of crept up and round. So there's a guy within 3 of that pillar, so it's going to be 1-on-1. I couldn't really do much more than that because I'm only 2 troop units anyway. Well, I could have done, but it would... Basically, they would have had to jump over there with the other guy, which we'll show you what happened later. So they fell back. These guys are still in combat. The Lords moved up to here. These have moved around. The Scarabs fell back. I cannot remember why. It's supposed to be up there. So the Scarabs fell back. And then these guys with the cape have come in down here. So they're more than 12 inches away from these guys, and they're 9 inches away from these guys. Or 12 inches away from... Actually, has he got the infiltrator 12-inch thing? I think he does. So I'm going to have to remeasure.
Oh, yeah, because
he's... I think he's got the 12-inch thing. If he does that, that'll change where I'm going to drop them, and I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, so go back to the first plan, which was this way around, because that Phobos captain does have the Omni Scrambler. So these guys basically just moved up with the Overlord in thingy. Well, my will be done this unit from the Overlord, and the sword guys from... Oh, I've just remembered I can reroll failed hits in around which a charger was charged. So any of the guys that missed it, doesn't matter. Anyway, so he's still in combat. The sword guys there. These guys fell back. The Cryptek's there, providing an invuln save to pretty much everyone along there, as long as I don't thingy it out. And then we can't sort of pester his back castle anymore. We've got no psychic phase, so we're going to go into the shooting phase. I've got lots of decisions to make here, you know. Lots. Right. I think what we're going to probably have to do is the heavy guns. Oh, I'm going to have to measure up. 36-inch range on these guys isn't going to get us a lot of targets. Let's see who's in range. Right, so these destroyers are going to go at the repulsor. We're going to spend a CP. So we can reroll all failed hits and all failed wounds. So they'll be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. And we can reroll that. So they all hit. They wound on 3s because it's strength 9. So they all wound anyway, so it didn't really need the CP. It's -4. So no save on the repulsor. And it's D6 damage a time. I'm going to CP that as well. 8. So he's got his 8 iron hands. We're down to 1 CP. 8 6-ups coming up. That could have been a lot better. Oh, he's made a couple. So he took 6 wounds. The Overlord's going to shoot at him as well with his gun. So he'll be hitting on 3s because it is heavy and I did move. 1 hit. Strength 6, no wounds. And then we've just got some small arms guns. So these Immortals. May as well tickle. Going to be on. Who do we shoot at? Whoever's in rapid fire range. Right, we'll just shoot at the Marines. Because I'm pretty sure I'll be wounding the repulsor on 5s. Yeah, the Marines in cover. We're minus 2 AP, so we're looking for 3s to hit. We're looking for 3s to wound. We've got 4 wounds at minus 2, but it'll be minus 1 because you're in the cover. So 4 4-ups. I would like you to fail all of these. Failed 2, 3, and then you've got 6-ups.
No.
So 1's dead and 1's lost a wound. These guys can't shoot because they fell back. These guys up here, yeah. We've got the pistol. There's a wounded guy up there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, we'll just shoot it at, I think he's out of range. It's going to be 6 inches anyway from the wraith, so he probably can't shoot anything. Right, that was it. That's the end of my shooting phase. Could have been a lot better. Down to 1 CP. We'll go to the charge phase. He's going to charge in. He's already in combat, so there's no extra overwatch. They're going to charge in against them. It's a bit of a long bomb to the tank. Yeah, they're going to go in there. The Lich God are going to go down here, so we'll have to do a lot of overwatch. And the Lord's going to go in as well to make sure I can start smashing them up. So, the Lord cannot really fail. 7. I'm going to make sure we stay like that. The Wraiths, yeah, 8. So they're going to wrap around like this. It is what it is. He blows up. These guys, 5 inches is enough. And the Lord, 5 inches is enough as well. So we'll let you do some Overwatch. You want to roll the Flamers?
2d6, yeah.
2d6 auto hits. 8, could have been worse. These are 4s to wound, and they are still heavy. So the heavy Doctor and the Devastator are still in effect. Ugh, 4 wounds, 5 wounds is that? 5 wounds. Right, these guys got a 3-up armor. That'll go to a 5-up.
Yeah.
Because you're minus 2. They are in range of the Cryptek anyway, but it'll not matter. So 5-ups. Right, we'll save 3. So we'll drop a dude. We'll drop this one, which leaves a bit of space for the Lord to get in. And then you do your rest of your guns off camera, and we'll see if we'll lose any more. So just a 1 death, luckily. The Overwatch, Iron Hand's hitting on 5s and 6s as well, which is pretty nasty. Quite a lot of hits, not many wounds. And I passed all the armor saves, luckily enough. So that's pretty good. So we're going to start down here. Otherwise James might interrupt, and this guy's fresh. I'm quite happy to take invuln saves all the way down there. Actually, I need to do on a 4-up. Start the fight phase. Nope. There's a chance that this guy puts a mortal wound on you with a lightning field. That's it. So we're going to start down here. We'll do the piling. We're going to leave it where it is. So we've got 6 guys. Be 12 attacks. I'm not going to forget I can reroll failed hits this time, even though my will be done was on, so those 2s would have hit. So they all hit, and I'm strength 7. You're toughness 6 on you, so 3s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 go through. So James got 14 Iron Hand saves to make, minus 4, 2 damage a pop.
Oh, James, 14 success.
Well, how many wounds you start with?
Oh.
10? Is it 10?
Yeah.
12? He gets a good chunk of wounds.
What was it? Come on, 6s. I'll get another 6s here after Aspas.
Well, he's got 3, which I think, did you say you get 10 wounds?
Yeah.
It's 11. It's enough to kill him.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
So next one, do you blow up?
No, you got 13.
I thought he had a chunk of
13
wounds, like.
Sorry,
Is that 30?
so I've got 2 left still.
So you've got 2 wounds left. So we're going to go with the Lord next, in case you decide you want to punch the Lord.
I wouldn't.
So James is going to pay some points here to
Oh, wow.
interrupt because
I'm
he
not gonna-
reckons he's going to go
Oh,
down.
hang on, how many wounds has he got, sorry?
He's got 5 wounds, a couple of hits will kill him.
Stop him.
So James is going to do it. Don't forget, Iron Hands double the wounds, so you'll be on effectively on 4 wounds, so you'll be hitting on 4s with 5 attacks.
Sorry, the anticipation. Airtime.
Is that 1? How many dice did you roll? You got 5 attacks, man.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
I'm like looking at I'm scanning the board for the rest of the dice. 3 more dice.
Anticipation. Are you ready? Are you ready?
You're gonna be. I'll roll them one at a time.
Oh.
Right, so you got 3 hits. That's pretty good. You'll be looking for 2s to wound.
Can I command point 1 2?
You can if you want, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Go on then. Down to 1 CP.
No.
Doesn't hit.
No.
Don't know why you do that, I think three's enough.
Two command points.
No, because it's 2 to interrupt.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so,
Alright.
so you're down to 1. You'll be wounding on 2s. Triple snake eyes would be good.
Come on, baby.
Oh, there's a 1 in there. It's 2 wounds. Right, I need to make at least one of these is a 4 up. No, so I'm going to CP 1.
Oh, no, you can't. You're not allowed.
I'm allowed to CP. Oh! Because he gets 5 wounds, so he's dead. Flat 3 damage. And you survive. CP well spent. CP well spent.
For that decision.
Right, we're going to go there. You was humming and hawing for a long time there to do it. So, and you did roll well. That was the difference. So we'll go down here. We'll start with the Lord because there's no more interruptions happening. And we'll see what we can do. So that's my cape. If anyone's wondering, he's got the Veil of Darkness, so he'll not be able to go. So that's another kill point as well. So these Dreadnoughts already shown what they can do. They're pretty meaty. Right, so the other Overlord down here, got 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, all hit, wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, -4, so no save, 2 damage each. He's got another 4 Iron Hand saves on the Dreadnought down there, who was a bit wounded as well, I think, wasn't he? Yeah. So he's saved 1, he's dropped another 3, I think he's down to 7 wounds. Yeah, and then we'll go with the Wraiths. Actually, did I miss with an attack there? I can't remember, I'll have to check. No, I'll just say I hit with them all. I think I hit with them all, yeah. So we'll go with the Wraiths next. So the Wraiths next, hitting on 3s. And we can re-roll because of our... That was a hit. Right, so they all hit, apart from a couple. We're strength 6, so we're looking for 4s to wound. It's not very good, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wounds at -2. So 7 5-ups. Oh, he doesn't make any, and they're 2 damage each, so that's 14. Just roll them twice.
I'm not going to roll that many 6s.
You've got 7 wounds left.
I can't. I'll just get them all.
Yeah, James. None.
Nah.
None this time yet, so he's definitely dead. Does he blow up?
Magic 6.
He doesn't. So he's dead. So the Wraiths can do that 3-inch paling, which will be that way, and then these guys are sort of freed up. And that'll be the end of my combat phase, I think, after that. So at the end of that, I think I'll have killed... Currently, at the end of turn 1, I hold 1 pillar, you hold a pillar, so nobody scores for the pillar. And you've killed 1, 2, 3 units, and I've killed 1. And you got first strike, because you killed the Necron warriors. And I got first strike, because I killed the Dreadnought in my first turn. So it's 4... What would you say? You've got 3, 4, you're on 4, and I'm on 2. 4, 2, as we're moving to Marines, turn 2. Right, that took James about an hour. So this guy's moved round, he's just hovering near this objective. He knows he can't score it, he's denying any shenanigans from the Necrons. This guy's moved about 5 inches, so he can do his double shot with his main gun. Lots of humming and hawing about little things. This guy's fell back sort of around this way. These guys stayed still. There's a humming and hawing about hopping these guys into the tank and reversing just to get them. He's well aware now he needs to get over near these 2 things with a troop unit to start scoring up on that. Or keep killing Necron units, which seems to be very good at the moment. The repulsor zoomed back. It's full movement because it's still technically on its full bracket being Iron Hands. And these guys stayed still. The little chapter master did a little shuffle around here somewhere. So Psychic phase. Your Psychic hasn't moved, has he? So we'll let James have a decide what he wants to do. I've got no deny, so I'm looking for a perils would be a good start.
Yeah,
Closest.
so psychic phase one.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll measure. I think these will be the closest anyway. There are some dudes down here.
Yeah,
But,
6
so you're going to go for a Smithicus.
What we've got there.
Yeah, you're about 12 and a bit, 13 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, just the same as smiting the Tenebrous.
Tenebrous Curse first.
6. Yeah.
You know what I've just totally forgot?
What?
These can soak up wounds for characters. On a 2 up, the internet's going to hate us. I'm going to leave it as it is.
Oh, right.
I'm going to leave it. What I should have done is rolled, and on a 2 up, he
Yeah.
wouldn't take the wound. They'd take the mortal wounds, but there would have been like another couple of them dead, which I obviously would have
Yeah.
took.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to leave it because I forgot. It's
Oh,
me
right,
bad.
right.
So 9
That's
goes
okay.
off. So that's a mortal wound on these guys. So I'm going to put it on this fella.
And the next one again.
Put it on the front fella. Boop.
Yeah.
10, yeah. Smite. Ooh, just close to a super smite. So,
that was a smite and that one was a Tenebrous.
right.
So
So
that's a more.
so it's D3. D3 mortal wounds then. It doesn't matter which way around you did it because you didn't get super duper anyway. So
Alright, yeah.
D3 mortal wounds. Just 1. So that guy's dead, but these guys have now half their movement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
With Tenebrous Curse. So we'll leave this guy down here. Take him off. And then we'll move into the shooty phase. Obviously this guy can't shoot because he fell back.
Yeah, right, I think it's going to be that dreaded.
The dread with all these little
Yeah,
guns
we'll throw
into
everything
these.
back in, yeah.
Right, we'll do them off camera because there's tons of shots and tons of saves to make. So managed to do a wound on a guy there. James kept the heavy, so he devastated Doctrine in effect. Basically his thinking is he's got a lot more heavy guns really that should be doing damage this turn. Like this guy's got his heavy Gatlan, his heavy main gun, which will probably be targeting these. That guy's got all the Gatlars, the las cannons, etc, etc, etc. And obviously the bolters and stuff will be coming mostly probably against an invuln target, so probably the right decision. The sniper rifles are heavy as well, so
What was that 30 there, did you say?
yeah, you're 30 inches to these guys, so all the storm bolters and stuff are out of range, but where you're putting the big guns,
6. I'm just going to throw everything at those guys.
okie dokie. Oh, I need these to stay alive. So-
I won't die now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 12.
12 big
Gatling.
shots, yeah, hitting on 3s. Oh, that's a pretty bad roll.
Christ almighty.
Didn't see James's hit roll before for his like stub as he rolled like 6 6s, which is ridiculous. Oh, one wound on a 6. So 1, it's -2 because it's heavy, isn't it? Yeah, 1 5 up. The Cryptek is in range anyway. Yep, so you
No,
killed it.
that's inhale. So
Yeah.
that's onslaught.
Yeah, it's -2.
Yeah, yeah.
-1 normally, -2 because
yeah,
you're devastated.
-2, yeah.
Go on then. So now you can do your main gun, or you can do your stubbers if you want.
I'll go with the stubbers.
Okay, we'll do these ones off camera and come back with the main ones.
4, 4.
So he's managed to kill 2 of them with just heavy bolters, stubbers and everything like that. So many bullets coming from this is the main guns hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2, so it's strength 10. So that's 3 wounds, it would be -6 or something, wouldn't it?
-4.
-4 normally,
Minus
5, but
yeah.
the Cryptek is within 3 inches, so we've got 5 ups. We haven't made many, so look at that, my saves have been atrocious. So D6 damage each time, isn't it? Minimum of 3? Well, it's a minimum of 3 though, isn't it? Your damage is minimum 3 with the main gun, pretty sure.
For rolls of 1 or 2, the minimum.
So it doesn't matter, so you kill 3, 1, 2, 3, because they're 2 wounds each.
Yeah.
So you can't not kill them. So that's pretty good shooting. So move on to the next unit. So these guys are going to open up into them as well. There's 4 left.
3s.
Right, so the 6 is auto wound. So you've got 2 hits that have wounded already. And then the rest are wound on 5s. So 1 more, so 3 saves. Of a 3 up. Oh, look at that again. My save rolls have been terrible with these guys. We're going to take off this guy. We're starting to lose bodies now. I think we lost 7. Lost 7 in this phase, and I don't have 2 CP left to auto pass them. So it's all going bad for the Necrons, bad to worse. The snipers are out of range in case anyone's wondering.
3, that dread can't.
That dread can't shoot. So you're basically down to this side of the field now. For the Necrons concede if there's nothing left soon. So Tell you what it is, the auto cannons are the guns to go for, 2 damage at a time,
Oh,
minus 3 on the save. Against this unit, you only need to be able to see, can you see
one
them?
of the max, yeah, just...
They're the unit to go for, because you're hitting on 3s re-rolling, because you've got a chapter master down there. And my saves have been atrocious so far, so you can re-roll those. So all bar 1 hit, they'll wound on 3s. 3 wounds.
Yeah.
I need to make these saves, so it's minus 2 normally, isn't it? Minus 3 because the heavy's still in effect. So I would be 6 ups, but 5 ups because the Cryptek's there. Oh, I saved 1, but that's 2 more guys dead. That's 9 dead so far this shooting phase, which leaves this guy left here, who might be out of line of sight of a lot of people, but
I don't know. Is that the repulsor saying?
suppose I probably can't see him. I'd need to roll a 1 to keep him alive in morale anyway. So
Oh, I know, but I need him dead. How many? If
yeah,
he's
the
left
repulsor I
alive-
can definitely see
If
him.
he's left alive, what happens with the other ones?
I roll if I do roll a 1 in morale,
Yeah.
I roll a dice for everyone that's in. On a 4 up, they'll come back to life.
So you could technically get 30% of them back.
I can get all them back if I roll a ridiculously well.
Yeah, I kind of take that chance, can't I?
No, so your repulsor I can definitely see him. So can tell you what, let's get down and have a look. I don't think the intercessors can.
It's just
the repulsor.
That's how but then, how do I do this now? Because I wanted to.
Look at
This
you.
is it.
You're absolutely battering us and you're picking at straws. Yeah, come on. Right, so James has decided he's going to do twin las and the big gatler
Both
into these and all the other little guns into that one dude you can see.
Wound.
So no wounds with the las cannons. Right, we'll roll the 12 gatler
Tell you what,
dice.
I've got 1 command point left. I'm just going to burn it.
You sure?
For the wound roll.
You're in a strong position anyway. So yeah, it is a wound. 3 up in one on a wraith. Hey, I made a save. I made an armour save. Right, we'll do these 12 off camera. We'll see what wounds we get, but we'll do it off camera. Right, so the Gatler managed to kill the wounded one and put another wound on the other one. We'll roll all the hits off camera for this little guy, and I'll come back with the armour save if we get him. He's as good as dead or morale dead, but I would need epic luck. I'd probably need it. I'd need a 1, and then I'd need to roll ridiculously well to revive them to even stand a chance of coming back, I think. But let's see how many wounds you put on him. Yeah, surprise. Tell you what it was. It was the last gun that actually did it. He put an early wound on with the what was the first gun? The little Gatling gun.
Yeah.
And then nothing with the Stormbolt has 3 hits and 3 wounds on 2 on 6s. And the Warlord's got Storm of Fire as well, so took him to the 5 up in run and managed to rinse the last wound. So that's good. So that's another kill point. 1, 2, 3, 4 kill points you're rocking so far.
Right. Just got these 2 left to fire, haven't I?
Yeah. I think we know where they're going.
Right, yeah. Look.
1 at a time into the wraiths, both units.
I'll grenade and
Grenade
5
and
shots.
yeah.
Yeah, so grenade.
Got a hit in the wound with a crack grenade. It's a save, and then you've got
5 shots.
10 shots because they stood still.
Oh, I keep forgetting half. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll keep you right.
5, 7,
10 shots coming in strong into wraith. Re-rolling because there's a chapter master there. Strong 5s to wound though. I need a bad roll from me here, please.
Whoa.
No, that's pretty good. 3. Well, it's okay.
Yeah, 6s.
Looking for 3 ups. We dropped another wound on this wraith. So move into this squad.
Is that double tap again?
That was double tapping, yeah. So these guys will get 10 shots. Any hits over 6 though will be auto wounds, which should help you a little bit. So there's 3 auto wounds, that's pretty good. And then 3 more hits. So we're looking for 5s. No, so 3 ups. Oh, there's the dead wraith. That's a way to do it. That's pretty good shooting.
Everything done.
I think so.
Charge.
I think so, yeah. That is everything done. Yeah, charge. Well, I think you're out of charge range unless... Yeah, you're out of charge range with everything, I think.
Yeah, he can't anyway.
Yeah, he fell back. So at the end of your turn, you're sitting on 1 pillar, and you've killed 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So you'll not score for the pillar if I move off, unless I move off it. But you're way ahead on kill points. I've only killed a unit, so I've got some serious work to do in my turn too. Right, the Necrons, we're a very hard position to be in at the minute. So basically, these guys have stayed still. The Immortals from here have come here. Those guys have pretty much stayed still because there's rapid fire options going on. These guys, the only animation roll to do was for these, and we've got 2 guys back, which is quite good. So they've moved through the ruin, just sort of spreading out, looking for a couple of targets. Long bomb charge there, potential to tie up the dread if need be. The Scarabs and the Lord have come over here. I need to just start killing units. I don't think I can do it. I don't think this game's winnable, but that's it. But I mean to put you in a difficult position. So the Wraiths have hopped straight over to tackle this troop squad here. Maybe tie some people up, go for a Warlord, that kind of stuff. There's potential there. The Cryptek's just stayed down there, out of line of sight, even though he'd be out of range of snipers and stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's move. It's the end of the movement phase. The Cryptek's going to move there. So I've got a cheeky Staff of Light. Can go through to the Dreadnought or to the Marines if need be. Right, I've got 1 CP left. We're going to go... The Wraith's got a pistol. It's going to shoot at... it's actually, which one is it? It'll be 6. We'll shoot at the Marine squad in front. I think they've hit. I think they've got a ballistic skill of 3. It's definitely a wound. Be a 2 up. Yep, saved. Right, so that's the easy one out of the way. Right. The Lordy McLordy is going to shoot up in here. He's going to do 3 shots, hitting on 3s because he moved. With the My Will Be Done was put on these guys. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? +1 to hit. Yeah. So we've got 2 wounds with a heavy gun, -3 on these guys. But they're in cover, so 5 ups.
How many should got through? 2.
2. Oh, so you save 1. Do it 3 damage. Oh, for the 3. So you get 3 chances to ignore wounds on a 6. No, well, you lose this guy. Just the first guy wounded, so you cannot lose more than him. Right, the Immortals down here are going to rapid fire up into these guys because they're within 12 inches. So we'll get some dice for that. 10 shots, hitting on 3s. That's pretty good. Wounding on 3s. Need a good roll here. That's not too bad. That's 7 at -2. So 7 4-ups. On the infiltrators. Oh. Right. So you drop 5, you got your iron hand saves coming through. No, so that's 2 dead and 1 got a wound. That was better than expected. The next 10 are going to go in against the other squad in the window. The 10 that are in the doorway. Yeah, 3s. Yeah, not that bad. 5. 5 at -2.
Yeah, these ones.
Yeah. 4 failed.
Yeah. 6.
No,
Never
so
when you need them.
2 dead. So here comes the Staff of Light looking for 3s. He's got 2 hits, strength 5, 5s. He's got 1 wound, 1 5-up save with the dread. Nope, 1 iron hand save with the dread.
Nah.
Nope, he's down to 1 wound. Little Staff of Light trickling in there. I was tempted to do a couple of the ghost guns at him, but I decided against it. Right, we're going to do some measurement. Right, these guys are hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. I'm going to spend my last CP to reroll failed wounds. I'm going to do 1 into him. I'm going to do 2 down here. So the 2 into the repulsor. They'll be hitting on 2, so I may well be done them anyway, rerolling 1. So 2 hits, wounding on 3s, rerolling failed. That's a fail, but it was a wound. So 1 at -4 is no save. D6 damage. 6. I needed that, but you've got 6 iron hands.
Oh.
So you'd be down to 2,
Yeah, well,
plus however many you make back.
4, 5, 6, yeah. Oh,
What?
3, 4.
So I took 2, no, there you go, so he's on 4 wounds. And the one against the dread,
2, 6,
yeah, put 2 back.
6, yeah.
So it hits,
2 wounds back. Not 4.
doesn't wound, yeah, we know you scored 4 6s. So you're down to 2, put 4 wounds back, so you're on 6
6,
wounds,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right,
So 2 wound against the dread, he gets no save. It's D6 damage, he's got 1 wound left. 6, he needs to make 6 iron hand saves. Or the Dreadnought's a gunner down in this bottom corner. He'll give me a bit of breathing space. Yeah, he's dead. It's a pretty good roll though. He passed another 3 of them.
Yeah.
So that is pretty good. Does he pop?
6.
Because there might be someone in range. I think.
I don't know, they just...
Yeah, there should be probably just in range. No, he doesn't go. So clear out another dread. We'll knock the repulsor down a bit. we'll go into some charge phases. I'm going to charge here first with the... Actually, we're going to do the Wraiths down there, and we're going to charge the Intercessor squad, because that's all we really need to fight. So 9 minus 2 for the Craters, 7. We're definitely in. We'll let James do some Overwatch. Down here, we're going to charge with the Lord, 10. He's definitely in. We'll do some Overwatch in a minute, and we're going to charge with the Scarabs as well, 7, because they can fly, so they get in. So they're going to come up around here. So they're going to go like that and like that. And then we'll let James do some Overwatch. We'll do it off camera, but you do hit on 5s and 6s. Right, Overwatch done. Hit on the Lord, no damage. Loads of hits on the Wraiths on 5s and 6s, but absolutely no wounds, which was strange. So we've piled in with the Wraiths and we've managed to tag the Repulsor. It can fall back and shoot anyway, there's nothing I can do, but it just means that, I don't know, we just still got all the guys on these guys, which is what's important anyway. And then I think we need to get all these guys to attack first. Then I can reroll failed hits. So everything bar 1 hits. We're looking for 3s to wound. That's okay, that's not bad. 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds at minus 2. And 2 damage each. That's a save, it wasn't a drop dice.
2.
Alright, so you failed a lot. So roll them twice.
6.
Yeah. So
that's
roll them again.
all of them.
So that's 4 wounds so far. So that's 2 guys dead, 3, 4 guys dead. So there's a guy left.
2 left.
There's a 6 in the squad, sorry, yeah, 2 left, 2 guys left. And then we'll go down here and do the Lord. We'll roll, see if it's a mortal wound. No. For the lightning field. Look at that. 111. The Lord's missed. Do you believe it? And then we'll do some Scarabs. Now just remember I get a reroll failed hits in the first round, which is quite good. So it goes from 0 hits to 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds at minus 4. 2 damage each. So you need to make 4 Iron Hand saves. There's a guy on a wound. Yeah, they're dead. Yeah. So the Lord can move forward 3 inches.
Oh, sorry.
Which I probably will. We'll get rid of this guy off here. And we'll see where they end up at the end. The Marines can pile in and attack back. So James has done the Repulsor, nothing's happened. So the Marines have got 2 attacks from the normal guy. Do him first, because the other guy's got a Power Fist. Or do the Power Fist first, up to you. Well, anyway, he's hit twice. You can do many order you want. But he gets an extra attack, because he was charged.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's hit 3 times. Your Power Fist guy gets 4 attacks, because he's a Sergeant. And you can re-roll those 3s, because you can re-roll hits. So he's hit with everything. So the Power Fist will wound on 3s. So we've got 3 Power Fist wounds, and this guy will wound on 5s. So he hasn't got any, so just the 3 Power Fists. So we've got 3 3-ups. Oh, 666. Nice. I needed that. We've done the Repulsor, like we said. And the Chapter Master was too far away to get in. Bit of a better turn for me, but I'm in a world of hurt still. But there's a morale check needed on them, because they lost 4. And the leadership 8. So on a 5 you'll lose a guy, on a 6 you'll lose both, but you get a reroll anyway.
It's 1D.
Yeah. Nope, so they're good. So with that, that's the end of the Necrons. And at the minute, you are still on this, because you're within 3 inches. I didn't get enough to clear you off. So both on 1 thingy, so nobody scores for the pillars. And again, it's just down to kill points. But at the minute, I've now got 4 kill points. I managed to kill the unit here. No, they're not dead, are they? So what? I'm on 3 kill points. 2 Dreadnoughts are down in this guy. And you're on 1, 2, 3, 4 kill points. We both got first. It's a lot closer than it looks, but I've got very, very little left as a move into Marine turn 3. Okay, so the Iron Hands, the half unpainted Iron Hands. This guy's moved 5 inches forward. He's moved forward. He's out of range of these guys with flamers, but still got all these small arms. Were you keeping the heavy doctrine in effect? Still? The Devastator doctrine, sorry?
I am.
I think so. To be honest, most of your little stuff's dead now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You need a morale check for these guys. I think they lost 3 guys, didn't they? Oh, do it off camera. You'd need to roll a double 6 to lose anybody. Oh, it's a good start. Just 1 dice again.
It is. It's a six.
Done well. So you do lose a guy, James. Thanks. Thanks for making my job just a little bit easier.
I'm being honest. I could have.
No, he did. He did. We forgot to do it before. Forgot to mention off anyway. But so anyway, moving on. These guys fell out of combat. These fell out. They stayed still because they don't want any minuses to hit. The snipers have stayed still because now the wraiths are in range, and the chapter master just busts through the ruins to get to the back of that. So this is going to be another brutal phase. I think you've got your psychic phase still.
Yeah.
With the shield guys now being the closest unit still.
Yeah,
So
one of them. Yeah. So smite first. Always. Yeah.
smite goes off. D3 mortal wounds for the 2, which will kill a guy. Yeah. And then Tenebrous Curse again to slow them down. It's a perils. No command points. D3 mortal wounds on the Psyker. For 2. Yeah, he hasn't took any wounds, has he? You've got your iron hands as well. Yeah, he's passed on, so he's took a wound.
How many do you start off with?
5. So the Psyker doing his job up there. Harassing. Really good. I do rate the 4 by Psyker. I like him a lot. Right. We're going to move into shooting.
Right.
I think the big decision is where this guy's going to shoot, because there's lots of peppery small arms are going to probably come into these guys.
I think it's. Yeah, he was in range. What was his? What we got there? Did we say? Oh, shall I go after you? No, we'll go after you.
Well, you can't go off the Warlocks,
No,
you carry that.
okay,
There's
yeah,
also,
yeah.
people don't know, some Scarabs that are down
Scarabs
here have to
underneath,
pile out a bit closer. So these guys are going to pile the guns into the Wraiths.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Um,
6, 7, 8.
Chapter Master yet unnamed is within 6, I think,
Yeah,
so
yes,
they'll be
yeah.
re-rolling.
Just as well.
Yep, so that's 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. 3 ups. So a Wraith's dropped 2 wounds. We're on a wound with a Wraith.
Yeah.
Right, Repulsor, we're going to do it off camera. It's throwing all its guns down here. It's obviously hitting on 3s, I think, because it still counts as being on 12 wounds, being 9 hands. And it's re-rolling everything. And there's just lots of bullets, so we'll see how many Wraiths are alive at the end. Right, that was brutal. So there's that many Wraiths left on full wounds. Just so many gunshots coming through there. I did make really well saves as well, but you're getting so many hits and wounds. So basically all the shooting down here is done. There's a couple of guys left in here.
Yeah, 4 into there.
So that's 2 auto wounds.
Yeah.
And one will be wounding on a 5. It's 1 dice.
Yeah.
So it is a wound as well. So 3 wounds on the Wraith, 3 ups. Oh, he saved them all. But we'll have to measure, is your sniper in range?
36 there.
Right,
Two
so this
shots.
guy is in range of the snipers. I was going to take him off from down here and I forgot, so me bad. So is your captain shooting on, is the
No,
sword
no,
shooting?
he's giving
Right.
the
So
2s.
2 dice hitting on 2s. Both hit. Be wounding on 4s but 3s because of the strat. So 2 wounds. The minus doesn't matter. I need to make both of these. He's dropped 1, so it's D3 damage. If you get a 5 or a 6, it's a dead Wraith. It's a 4. The Wraith has got a wound left. We're all out to sea. Alive on a wound. Not much more you can do now. We may try and harass these guys. Big not having these guys cursed on my turn, but you've got your big tank and your little dread,
Oh, the Dreadnoughts. Oh.
which has got a lot of piddly guns. I don't know if you can see. Maybe able to see through to the wrist. Probably can, yeah. With
You
these.
get the cover save. Shall I go for the
Well, no, I'm not in cover.
I don't get it because it's shooting through the building.
No, I've got to be in it as well. So,
Alright.
but your flamer's out of range.
He's heavy bolter.
He's heavy bolter and his stubbers are all 36, so he's got range. You're going to go for him?
Oh, do I risk? What do I risk? Good luck.
Right, so this guy's going heavy bolters. He's looking for 4s. He's missed. He's got 6 shots with his stubbers. Looking for 4s. He's got 3 hits. He's looking for 5s. He's got 2 wounds. We need to make 2 3-ups. We is alive.
Oh, you twat.
Right,
the
which leaves
grenades.
big gun down
I
here.
should have allocated the grenade, shouldn't I?
Oh, sorry. Well, he did say the
He
grenades are
would've-
going. That's
he
fine.
had no
We'll
choice.
do that off camera. I'll let you decide where you're going to go with the big tank.
Yeah.
So, was he going to do his Gatler here? Because it was out of range up here. It's 30 inches.
I'm just gonna.
Well, let him have a think. Right, so James has decided from the Executioner tank, the main gun is shooting these and the twin heavy bolter just to make sure, and the Gatling gun into these. So you're going for the big gun.
3s, yeah.
So they all hit. 2's to wound. They all wound. Right. It's minus lots, but the Cryptek's still within range to give him a 5-up in run. There would be 2 up in the cover, and it's minus
Oh.
5 or something anyway, because you've still got the Devastator. I've saved 1, which isn't enough because they're a minimum 3 damage, which would be the end of the destroyers. And I've got no CPs to save anybody. So good shooting. That's the end of the destroyer unit. Woo! Which means a little gatler. We'll do off camera against these guys. So after anti-climax, no damage done. All the saves made from all the chain guns and the stubbers and stuff. And that's it, isn't it? That's the end of the shooting phase.
Yeah, just
You do. Well, actually, we're going through a crate that's -2, so even your jumpy dudes would have to come down. Well, they've got fly, haven't they? They could charge over, yeah. To try and get a wound off a wraith. The tank fell back and the marines fell back. Are you going to go for it or not? It's got a pistol. Could maybe wound one of his, but...
What's he got? What's his? Has he got a 4 invuln again?
3 up invuln on the wraith. He's only got 1 wound, though. Realistically,
2, 3, 4,
you know what?
7.
Because they're a marine squad, they're going to have 3 attacks each and 4 on the sergeant. If they get in, they should have enough to kill him.
But then that's putting me.
And they can fall back and shoot as well. They've got fly. If he attacks, he may kill 2 if he's very, very lucky. And he has to survive first. I think if you want to get rid of the wraith, that's the move to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's the right thing to do, like, but...
You don't have to. Don't do it. Because you've still got Overwatch if I'm going to come your way. I'll let you decide.
No, I'm going to keep them up there.
Yeah, keep them up there. Right, we'll move into my turn. See what I can do. We'll make some reanimation rolls. Got a couple of dead dudes I can bring back from the sword squad. We'll see how we get on. So the movement phase is done. The Scarabs moved up and over to block any sort of route to that objective for any guys that may come from down there. The Lords moved up. The Wraiths moved over. We have to start leading the charge with this guy. These guys pretty much stayed where they are, so they've all got line of sight onto the Marines up here. I can draw line of sight to the Dreadnought. And these guys, not being hindered, got the full move. They're sort of under there with the ability to charge up. So we're going to go into the shooting phase. The Wraith's going to shoot its pistol. Couldn't may well be done anybody because he's not infantry and there was no one in range. We might as well go for the infiltrators. It hits, be a 3 to wound. It is a wound because it's strength 6, so you've got a 3 up save with the Marine squad because we want these troops dead. Cool. Nope, and you've got a 6 up Iron Hands. Nope. So that's a wound on one of those guys. That's a little start. We'll do some shooting off camera here into the Marine squad up there and see what's... If I manage to kill them with 1, we'll probably split a bit of fire around and see what we can do. So James, there's a guy left on a wound in there. All the immortals are fired and stuff in here. So there's a psyker and stuff, which is good. It means my guys can charge up from down there and hidden from Overwatch. We'll go down here. I'm going to shoot these guys with this guy. So we're looking for 3s to move. Shoot, hit because he moved. That's 3. We're looking for 3s to wound, please. 2 wounds at -3, but you're in cover, so -2, so 4 ups. Both fail, so D3 damage on the first one is 3 and 2. So 3 Iron Hands on the first guy. You have to make them each. So he's dead, and 2 on the next guy. He's alive with a wound. So we'll kill one of them, one of the shooty goods. And one's got a wound. Right, and that pretty much leaves us with charges. So down here, we're going to go with the Lord first. He's in. We're going to go with the Scarabs just to make sure, and the Wraiths just to make double sure. So all those 3 units are in. And we're going to go with these guys up against both them units. 5, yeah, should do enough. 3 inches straight up, just below. So they shouldn't be able to see from the ground floor, I don't think, anybody. And there's Overwatch here to do on the Lord, but we'll do that off camera. Right, so it looks deadly up there. The Marine in the corner's got 1 wound left. So I'll tell you what, we might as well start over here. So we're going to put 3 guys into the Marine and the rest. 1, 2, 3. We'll have to put 4, yeah, 3 guys into the Marine and the rest into the Psyker. So we've got 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. That's a hit over there, and you can reroll failed hits first round. And then we're looking for 3s to wound. We've got 3 wounds at -3. 3 6-ups needed. And then 3 6-ups. No, he's dead. That's the last of the troop units gone.
I'll just leave him there for a minute.
4, yeah. So how many did I attack with? 3? Yeah, wasn't it? Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 guys, looking for 3s re-rolling, because I charged. And looking for 3s to wound. That's 3, 6, 7, 8, 10 wounds on the Psyker. On 6s, because he's got no invuln. You can give him a Artificer armor now. 2 up, 5 up. It's a good relic.
I put it on a pistol, but didn't I? On
Alright. Well, you can buy extra ones every extra relic. Now it's just 1 CP instead of changing it. But anyway, he's got all these. I think an invuln on a Psyker is essential. He's passed no armor saves.
Oh, my life.
So you roll them all again. You need 6 ups. Hey, you've been rolling good for your iron hands this phase, so I'm not going to discount it. So he's made 2, but that's enough. And then 3 inches towards the nearest enemy unit's going to be a bit split, because there's some going to be closer to here and some closer to repulsor, so we'll see where we are. But that's the Librarian dead for another kill point. And that dude as well for another kill point, because the Necrons, we're fighting a losing battle really, I'll be honest with you, but we need to push hard and kill. We may be able to swing something around, God knows how, because you've got so much firepower, it's just going to be evil. So I'll tell you what, we'll go with the Wraith first to see if we can finish these guys off. So 3 hits, 3's to wound, 2 wounds with the Wraiths, 2 5-ups for the Marines. 1's passed, 1's failed, so it's 2 iron hand saves. If you get a double 6, he's alive. Oh, he's dead. Then we've got the Lord. That's 5 1s he's rolled in 2 attack phases. That's 7 1s in 2 attack phases. 1 hit, no wounds. We'll have to go to the Scarabs. Try and kill a Primaris dude. I think Scarabs hit on 4s. Yeah, so Scarabs do hit on a 4, so reroll on the failed hits. Yeah, so they've done quite well. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound, so I can't even kill him. 1 3 up. No. And a 6 up.
Oh, yeah. Might still retain it.
No. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what, which I didn't do. On a 4 up. No, that would have been for the mortal wound from the lightning field. So he still hasn't even killed him. He's still a Primaris there. But you've got to attack. Can't fail a morale, so it's still going to be equal on the pillars at the end of this battle round.
Is he 4 or 5 this time? Just 4 this time?
You were charged, so 4.
Yeah.
4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Who are you going against? You've got a Power Fist. Are you going against the Lord? You'd be -1 to hit with his Warlord trait.
No, I'm just gonna get rid of that unit.
You're going against the Wraith?
Yeah.
Okay, hitting on 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. Nope, the Wraith's gone. It's the last of the Wraiths, which is another kill point, which is a good choice. Or the Scarabs, I think, would have been an easy kill unless you rolled really bad. Right, I don't think you do a morale check there, because you only lost 1 dude, I think, this turn, didn't you? There's only 2 of them left.
Yeah,
that's the end of turn 3. 0 points each for the pillars, because we're 1 and 1. Both got first strike. You've lost 1, 2, less units than me, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've lost 6 units. You've lost the Psyker, 2 Dreadnoughts, 2 Infiltrator units. You've lost 5, so you're a point ahead. You're a point ahead as we move into turn 4. I think if I get a cheeky good advance, I don't even know. See, I would have to may will be done. I'd have to get my Warlord back here, I think, to get these guys over. But knew it was going to be tough for the Marines here. I mean, tough for the Necrons after James's first turn, but we're going to give it a good fight back. See where James goes though after this. Is this turn 3 or 4? Can't even remember. Turn something. James going in for the kill. This Marine is pulled out of combat, staying within 3 of the objective. Yeah, Captain's moved up, they've stayed still. He's come down, get as many guns in range of these guys down here basically. He's moved up these full 10, his tank's moved around less than half still, so can do a double shot with its main gun. Snipers are out of it this turn, I don't think there's anything in range. So just where do you want to start basically? No psychic phase, straight into shooting. You need to have a think.
We'll start off with a dread into that crowd down there.
Start off with a dread. So he's going as many guns as he can into
so
all into this. Right, we'll do it off camera and see how many's left alive.
One more something on there.
Something, yeah. Well, he's managed to kill 4 of them with the heavy flamers. There's a lot of good armour saves made actually, pretty bad wound rolls. But the heavy stubbers and stuff come in and do some work. Devastator Doctrine still in effect. So -2 on those stubbers is pretty brutal. -2 on a heavy bolter. So James is having a look now, see what else he can draw line of sight to. Right, so auto cannons are going into scarabs to clear out the screen. 3 hits, re-rolling, because he should be within 6. 2's to wound. Yeah, that's 1 dead base, because it's 2 damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a base on a wound, so we'll just take that one off.
Then the captain of these mastercrafted, whatever it is. How is it he's got again?
Yeah, well, you hit on a 2. Wound on a 3. Yeah, and it'll be no save, it'll be multi-damage. It'll be dead. The best save I would have would be a 6, which I didn't make anyway, so it's definitely dead. That's another kill point for a unit, which clears up the Lord to be the closest unit.
Right, so the snipers then?
For lots of stuff. Well, I think the sniper might be out of range, you might have to measure. They should be in range of the Lich Guard. Yeah, sniper's just out of range of 36, comes to about here. So they're going to go against, are you doing all 3 shots against the dudes of the shields? Or are you going to forego and do a wound on a 3, hit on 2s, wound on 3s instead? So I'm going to think.
I'm going to hit on, I'll go on the 2s.
2s, yeah. So 2 dice, hitting on 2s, he's using the mortis rounds, the heavy rounds. 2 hits, be wounding on 3s now. 2 wounds, it's -3 I think, or something, but it's 4 up in run anyway, with the shields. So I've made 1 goes through, it's D3 damage for the 3, so we'll kill a guy. We'll take a guy off, probably take the guy off closest to the dread. Although no, we might keep that guy in, so we can jump down, we'll just take this guy in the middle.
Right.
So basically, there's still a lot of firepower hasn't been used yet, there's both tanks. I'll let James have a think, because I think that big tank there is going to come down here. It might put some small arms into the guys in the ruins.
Yeah, I'm going to have to fire the big tank first to see what the repulse after that.
He's humming and hawing. Let's leave him to get on with it. True. Right, so this guy's going to go all the 24-inch guns into these guys. He's doing the twin heavy bolter into the immortal on his own. And then all the other guns, including the big gun, into the back squad. I don't imagine any of these will be left alive. So we'll come back later because he's just got billions of bullets.
Stone bullet.
Wow, what a twist of fate, right? All the small arms did nothing, surprisingly, to these guys, all the strength 4 weapons. There's a dude left.
I don't see him through the window.
Nah, I don't. I'll let you decide. I don't think you can, but it's tight. We'll let you pick.
Oh, it's just his gun.
So basically, this guy put all his guns in. We killed 4. He hasn't gone the repulsor. He's eyeing the warlord, but this squad here is closer to the repulsor than the warlord is. And we're checking this guy.
Is that his head at the top, or is that part of his gun?
From here, I don't think you can see the repulsor. So I've managed to skirt out and keep a troop unit alive there. The magic number as well is 4 dead, leadership 10, so I can't fail a morale check. He'd be dead anyway if he was, you know what I mean, if he killed him it would be a point, but which would mean James will get the point for this. So the repulsor's probably, well, it has to open up everything into the squad up there through the window because it can't target the character.
Yeah, that's too close.
And the other one's a character as well. So I've literally got like 3 models plus these guys left.
So what can I hit from there though?
We'll do all these off camera. Everything. Right, so show you there's the dead pile from this turn. There's 6 of them dead. 2 from previous, so there's 2 guys left, one of them's on 1 wound. With the baiting coming down, we'll have to do something about this guy. Because we'll do. If he gets in, he'll definitely kill the last troop with a flamer. The repulsor could maybe try and do something about, but we know we're in a losing situation anyway. But we're just going to see what we can do. Were you going to make a charge with your captain or not? Because -2 through a creator, I think. You'd just be giving us free Overwatch, really.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
I think that's a bit far, to be honest.
No, right, so what we'll do, we'll go into the Necron turn, we'll do a reanimation, we'll see how we get on. I think it's probably the last turn anyway, because then after that it's just a case of, I don't think I'll have enough stuff to score any points. You'll just be ahead by 2 or 3, and your tanks will just be able to shoot at what they want. We got 2 immortals back, so we're within 3 of that objective. We got 1 guy back and lost 1 to morale. So he won't be coming back at any point, but they'll be dead after this turn anyway, so we'll drop down to try and deal with the Dreadnought. And the Warlord has hopped over to get maybe some sneaky Warlord shots on James's Warlord, or maybe those thingy guys. Should I even just stay still? Who knows? But we'll have to kill that troop unit anyway, because that'll give me a point at the end of this turn. And he's rolled rubbish in combat anyway, so I'll tell you what, we'll start with him. Go 3 shots all into the intercessor that's behind him. Hitting on 3s because he moved. Wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound at -3. But you're in a cover, so -2, 4 ups on the intercessor.
This guy
Yeah,
left.
we're just shooting behind.
Just how many? Sorry.
You need to make 1 iron hand save, 1 6 up. Oh, he's dead. So that's the last of your troops gone. So you'll not be scoring this. And then down here, we're going to do some immortal shots into, you know what? A couple of them now can see the repulsor, but I think I'm going to go all into the dread and the staff of light, so we'll do them off camera, see what happens. So I actually managed to get 4 wounds on the tank. We opted to go for the tank in the end. We're not just cheating, but they opted to go for the tank. So 4, 5 ups.
Oh, this one here.
And then you get 3 iron hand saves. He again made 1, dropped 2, so he's down to 4 wounds, which I think will bracket him. Because he's doubled, he'd be up to 8, but that's definitely a bracket. Staff of light into the dread, see if we can do anything. So actually, we had to do it in this because the dread was out of range, so he actually done a wound with the staff of light, which was good. So that's the end of my shooting phase. The charge phase, I'm going to go for your warlord. We have to, I think, at this stage, to try and get a warlord kill. And those swordy boys are going to go into your other guy. So swordy boys, I've got a 12-inch charge. My warlord's got a 4-inch charge. It's enough anyway, all round.
12 inch.
Or 12 inches from these guys is definitely enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around here. Yeah. I'm going to tag both these units. And these guys, what I wanted 12 for is I'm going to come around this way and try and stop you getting through, which is pointless because you're probably going to kill all 3 of them in your attack phase anyway. Right, we'll do Overwatch off camera because I might not even have any left alive because he's got hits on 5s, he's got 2d6 heavy flame or auto hits as well. Right, so surprisingly I've still got 2 guys alive. You killed 1 in Overwatch, rolled 5 auto hits with the flamer, no wounds. And down here, quantum shielding come in to protect them from a crack grenade. So hopefully that means the luck has changed. So we'll start with our warlord on James's warlord. Looking for 2s to hit, they all hit. Got 3s to wound. Oh, just 2 wounds. We're looking for 3. -4. So you've got your 4 up captains in one, A and Halo. Failed them both, that's 4 damage. And we'll see on a 4 up, yes, and for the tank, no. So that's a mortal wound plus 4 damage, so 5 iron hand saves, which is why we needed the other attack to go through. So he's took 4 wounds. Right, so the 4 boss captain's alive with 2 wounds.
Sounds battle stripes correctly.
Nah, he is. The normal captains are 5, I think, so extra for Primaris. These guys, and reroll failed hits on the charge, 3 hits. Looking for 4s to wound, 2 wounds at -3, so 2 6-ups.
This is all on.
Dreadnought. No, and then 2 iron hands. Yep. So he's down to 12 or something.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, and then we'll do James's attacks back. This should be the end of me because I didn't. What I was hoping for was a warlord kill there, to be fair. Because I will score 1 for the pillar this turn. But obviously, whatever else happens, you could. I don't think you'll kill the warlord with your guy because he's got no meaty combat weapons.
No.
But definitely, this guy's got 5 attacks if you want to do this on camera because he's been charged.
2, 3, 4, 5.
So he's hit all bar once. He's looking for 2s to wound. He's wounded 4 times. We've got 4 4-up in ones required. Or we failed 2, flat 3 damage, you're dead. So that's the end of that squad. You can pile in 3 inches, which means he's going to go there, that way, or something like that. And he's 12 wounds, which means my troops will be dead next turn, so I'll not be scoring anything. So we'll talk. I tell you what, we'll talk this out. How many kill points you got? You've got. I'm going to add it up quickly because I don't think there's any way for me to come back from it. Is what I'm saying. I think it's game over, but it's close.
Yeah, because that
But he'll
that tank's
basically.
going to swing. He's going to 90 that tank's swing.
Well,
He's not, because I'm going to pull him back. Everything's just going.
All I was going to say is they're dead, right? Likelihood is an easy unit kill there and another one.
Yeah.
Whether he survives or not, he can only maybe kill this unit and that unit. So I could get max maybe say 2 kill points.
Yeah.
I can get 2 kill points in my turn. You're going to get easily 2 kill points, probably 3. At the minute, I get 1 for the objective, but I think you'll still be ahead by a couple of points. So I tell you what, we're just going to call it a Marine victory and save it because I'm pretty sure you've killed.
Because that would be the first in 3 years.
No, I think it is because I think look, you've killed 2 units of Scarabs, unit of Wraiths.
Yeah.
Because we've both got first strike, so and we both haven't scored any of these things till now,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
so you got a couple of because he'll just fall back, so I can't attack you.
Yeah.
Right, so you've got a couple of units of Scarabs, unit of Wraiths, both units of Lich Guards 5, unit of Warriors is 6, unit of Destroyers is 7, unit of Immortals is 8, and the Lord is 9. So you've got 9 just on kill points, and all I've got...
I think there's 1, 2... Lost 2 squads.
You've lost 3 troop units.
4, 5...
A Librarian.
6.
And I've got 6 on kill points, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll get 7 for having this turn, which puts you 2 in the lead. It's just unattainable because I can't score any of these. And like I said, even if I kill 2, you only need to kill 1 and you've won the game.
Yeah.
So, and line breakers in effect as well. So we'll probably both get that. You just go, either way, you're going to win unless you absolutely fluff, which isn't going to happen. There's too much stuff, too many little bullets. You're going to win by at least a point, more than likely 2 to 3 point win easily. So we'll call it a Marine victory. Well done. Iron Hands, I like them. I like the Iron Hands. It's funny playing it though, isn't it? Because we're talking, like, at times you could see how certain chapters, like the ability to fall back and shoot with these is horrible. But equally, you've made a lot of the 6-up saves, and the overwatching on 5s has been pretty nice.
Overwatch has been, and not so much, I don't, the 6s never really, I don't think they work well enough. I think I'd prefer something when Iron Hands comes out more along the lines of some kind of reanimation.
I think there'll be something to add to your 6-up.
I think there needs to be, or needs to drop 1.
I think there'll be something where if you're venerable, you add a +1 to the dice roll. So venerables will get it on 5 or 6 or something, and Iron Hands will be able to get like a lot of venerable stuff maybe. But the stratagems will be the big play because Ultramarines are really strong because they've got their strats at the minute. But that was an enjoyable game. It was hard. I knew it would be rock solid for me, to be fair. Like, literally the amount of firepower these 2 tanks can put out, and because I took quite an assaulty, I didn't know what you were taking, but I wanted to take a different Necron list, something assaulty. And
but yeah, this was kind of different for me too.
Well, not the Dreadnoughts, I think. I mean, morally I win because your Dreadnoughts were painted, but it shows.
They've just came out with a box, so
I haven't come out. There's obviously someone put glue on them. But
6 days out of the box.
I think it shows now Marines, or being aggressive with Marines, is definitely pays off, doesn't it? Whereas before you wouldn't dare come venturing out because stuff would just die.
I would not, because it would have taken me a turn or 2 to get across there. You would have met me after on turn 2, whereas this time turn 1 I was.
Well, you had me pinned in. You literally had me pinned in from your deployment. So that is and that in the last game I played, that's what won me, the deployment. And the ability to deny in zones. And obviously even your captain before, which I forgot because I thought I'll jump over, and I was like, oh no, I can't, your captain's got it. So little things there are a big play. It takes out the play of the other armies. Necrons, everyone knows, are not in a very good position, and once my key units were dead I was suffering. But great play by the Marines. I mean, they've done it with literally cut chunks out of each other. If you look what's dead still, Primaris aren't easy to kill sometimes. 2 wounds most of the time sitting in cover, and I didn't have very many ranged weapons. I think, don't want to big myself up, but I think I've done well to kill what I've killed. It has felt like a big slog. And then my armour saves in the first turn were terrible. That's what I really needed. I needed good saves, and I was just dropping loads of 2s and 1s all the time, which made a big difference. But I enjoyed that. It's good. I played Marines last time and I really liked them. I didn't want to play them today. I didn't fancy playing Tell One out like that to have a standy shooty. I just wanted to try something different. I think 4 Pillars was a good mission as well because it was quite fairish really, because you only had 3 troop units. I had 3. That was good. It was an enjoyable play. So we'll get this one online. Hopefully people watching it will enjoy it. If you want to slate James for not having painted units, feel free. I know at least one person that makes slate you for not having painted units. So Marines have lost because of women.
There's been all that jam about people wondering, running 3 Invictus dreads, what they'd be like.
No,
the kind of work the hell you in. So.
They be honest with you, right? Everyone knows Repulse has not put out a shed load of firepower. Yeah. I only have 3 destroyers. I couldn't have 6. I would have put them in. Plus, I wanted to make an assaulty list, so the destroyers were like, I needed something. I knew I needed something. Yeah. But the fact that can literally kill them anyway in a turn of shooting is, and I cannot hide. I need to be able to shoot you. And they had 2 turns to do stuff, and to be honest, they were a bit whiffy. They did okay, but they were a bit whiffy. I think just the stuff bouncing off your tanks, not being able to keep everyone and get if I'd have just been a bit more bold and got the extra attacks and killed the Dreadnought and pushed on, maybe be a bit different. Probably not though, because there's so many guns that could have done. That could have literally just so much damage. These are really good. I'm just saying I don't really rate them that well. But again, stuff like Necron, to picking on the Lich Guard, the ones without the shield, because they're a -2, and the Heavy Doctrine -3. So my Lich God, we're going to 6 up saves, and then he hit kills one. Really good. Wounds him on 3s, 2 damage. Really good. And we're just saying one that like you didn't even need to switch your tactical doctrine because you had so many heavy guns that staying in heavy was absolutely brutalising my armour saves, and Necrons don't get very good armour saves anyway. But that was really enjoyable, so thanks for hosting, and then hopefully we'll get another game in soon when your Dreadnoughts will be painted.